Welcome to the Freedom Property Podcast, the modern real estate brand empowering excellence. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back in the studio, and today we have the man himself, Mr. Ricky Agent.
Hey mate, how are you?
I'm well. Thanks for coming in.
Appreciate it. Good to be here.
Thought we'd address the elephant in the room first. Your surname, Agent.
Wouldn't believe it.
Is that real?
Yeah, that's real. So it's a good icebreaker, I can tell you. So, but real last name. So
You were born for real estate.
Tell me about it. I even got numplates R Agent, so you can imagine what it's like when I turn up somewhere. They're like, this guy.
You're committed, bro.
Yeah.
You're actually committed to the cause. That's awesome. So you've been in real estate forever?
No, haven't been in it forever. So, bit of a background story. So construction background.
Yep.
And then went into car sales for a few years where I did quite well, and then transitioned to real estate. So I'm probably coming on about my fourth year into real estate now.
Nice.
But obviously as a standalone, just coming into like my second year.
Yeah, lovely. What cars are you selling?
Mate, Toyotas.
Yeah.
Only the best. Only the best for Australians, but selling Toyotas, so I really enjoyed that. It gave me a good basis for sales, and then naturally just moved into real estate. So
Nice. You offering some special deals on them cars? Next 5 customers are going to get a 20% discount.
Don't give it away. It's a free pack.
Absolutely. Yeah. So you're on the Gold Coast.
Yep, on the Gold Coast.
How's it going,
Mate? It's going good. It's I guess you can look at, with real estate, you can look at many factors, but it's a good market. It's a good place to live. Like, it's sunny. Mate, what's not to like about it? So
Seriously.
Yeah,
So
beautiful.
Let's talk about your lifestyle then. Let's, the goal of this podcast that we do here, I want to bring in someone like yourself who, you're, for me, the kind of agent who is very established at the moment, but you're about to crack into this next level.
Yeah.
And I want to show the agents here what it's going to take to become this next level agent, because you're at that spot and it just feels to me like your business is about to go like this.
Yeah.
Especially with some of the properties you're listing at the moment, and your profile. So let's talk about breaking into that next level. What is your day? What's your average day look like?
I keep it very simple, and like, it's obviously changed over the years. Like, I've worked with, some high profile agents and then sort of taken my own twist on things, but honestly I keep it so simple because simple works. Like, I don't try reinvent the wheel. I just prospect in the morning and I do appointments, like buy callbacks, everything in the afternoon, and that's as simple as I keep my day.
Nice.
So then it's just like a non-negotiable. Prospect in the morning, afternoon is appointments.
Yeah. So what kind of prospecting?
I do everything. So obviously on the phones, I've now hired an associate that helps me do it as well. So we're on the phones, I do DL drops, I make sure my marketing's on point, just pretty much everything I can think of, I do in the morning. But mainly calls, because it's obviously a free task, it is grinding. But, it does get you some great rewards.
And these are calls to buyers in your database? Are they cold calls or?
It depends. Like, obviously I have 3 meetings a week. Monday I have a look at what calls I need to make, like what areas. So if I'm specifically doing like just listed calls, just sold, that will be people that come through. But if it's just, I'm thinking, all right, let's just try get some new data, it will just be cold calls, just going hard in the morning, as many as
nice. So do you like cold calling?
I hate cold calling.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, you got to do it.
Yeah.
Like, no one likes cold calling, but I think you just get used to it. Like, you just got to understand, like, if you don't, how are you going to get business?
Do you have like a plan of attack with your cold calls, or are you going in just, trying to get their details? Are you trying to, like, what's your goal?
I always, like, and it's changed over time. Like, when I first used to call up, you're on the phone, you're a bit timid. But now I keep it nice and sweet. Like, I give them a call, I try add value, let them know about something that's listed close by.
Nice.
And then just gauge their interest, just see, and obviously if I can tell in their voice if they're curious. I'm like, I pause and I go, you're obviously interested, like, have you thought about selling, and then sort of gauge the conversation. So I just read the play, whatever they sort of spit back, I sort
Definitely.
of just work it out.
That's where I started, and I just focused on the cold calls, because back then, like, this is like 18 years ago, there was nothing but cold calls and door knocking. This is what it was, and it's similar now, but obviously there's a lot more ways to get people's data now, but it was just cold calls, just door knocks. So, that was ingrained into us. And I used to do the same thing as every morning I'd come in and I'd just smash the phones, and then afternoon I'd go out and door knock. You like the cold calling, side of this business, if you can master that, you can get really good at handling these rejections
100%.
and get really good at, understanding what might work, what offers you can do to try and motivate people. So let's touch on that for a little bit longer, I reckon, because when I'm cold calling, I like to try and build a community. I like to make them feel like maybe they're not receiving something that others are receiving. I say things like, what I'm doing for your neighbors currently, that you're not receiving just yet, and I just want to be here, just wanted to be your agent before you need one. Just want to let you know about a sale that's just happened around the corner and blah, 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 like that. So talk to me about the value proposition.
And same thing, like obviously make sure, I'm not just I'm not just randomly calling them like, hey, it's Ricky from Rate White, you're doing a sale.
Yeah.
You can get through the numbers that way, but you sort of don't get anything from it. And imagine how many other calls they're getting like that.
Yeah. And
I change my script all the time as well. Like sometimes I don't even say where I'm from.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, it's Ricky. Yeah. Like I know them. And nice. I'm like, Ricky from, we spoke last year, and I might have not spoke to them.
Yep.
But they almost think like, did we speak to him?
Yeah.
And then I can sort of have a better conversation. And then, like, as you know, it's just about once you have that conversation, and then you've got to nurture them, and you've got to understand, like, it's going to take time.
Yep.
Like, the reality of you making a cold call and listening, it happens. Like, I've done it before, but, those calls you just, and I think, like, with cold calling as well, I think it's a really good skill to have because it teaches you real early, like, you face rejection, like, from day dot. Like, as soon as you pick up the phone.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like that's part of the process to building momentum is you've just got to face that rejection. And, and then understand if you can build a relationship with someone through a cold call. Like, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. You get in their emails? So are you trying to?
Yeah, always try. Yeah, so I normally try get, obviously got their address and then get their email and then nurture them from there.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, a good leverage tool is like if you do an off-market sale.
Yeah.
Use your off-market sale to get to cold call and to get another listing or to get like a potential another off-market deal, because you can say to them like, I just saw this property around the corner off market, and that achieved a bigger number than what the seller was thinking. And that's what I often find with these off market deals, that because psychologically the house isn't on the market, I can make the buyer pay more money. So I know you don't want to sell, but let me get your email address and I'll let you know if there's a buyer out there willing to pay a lot more money than what your house is worth when they're looking for a specific type of property. And the odds of you getting their email address is really high again. So cool. Hopefully that helped you, agents. That's what we're here to do. I like getting you in here, Ricky. This is good, bro. I enjoy chatting to you, mate. So it's it's good when you find like agents that you can just sort of they've got the same vibe as like and agents are like that. Like there's so many people that we get on the show, and it's just cool to hang out. Just talk real estate.
Same with you.
I when I was like growing up, like I used to just chat to my friends about real estate all the time. It was just real estate. I'd like to chat about real estate.
Stop talking about it.
Seriously. But you got to be addicted to this life.
100%.
Yeah. Well, you were born with the name.
Yeah, I know.
So, tell me about like being addicted to this lifestyle.
Yeah. So like you've gone through this shit, and it's it's a continuous, like I feel like you're either built for real estate or you're not. Like it's people see what they think it is, but when they're actually in it, they realize like, fuck, this is hard work. But like it's a lifestyle. Like if I'm not working in real estate, like I'm looking at real estate. So, it's just think it's just like it's our life, man. It's and it's fun though. Like we enjoy it. Like you probably enjoy it.
Oh yeah.
So you wake up, get kicked in the balls every day, but you keep showing up and keep moving forward. So.
Absolutely. And obviously where you're at right now, like you're steady.
Yep.
And then you're like it's like you're nudging into this next level, which I spoke about.
Yeah.
But for your average agent, I think they think they're working hard.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, I'm putting it in. And you're like, nah. I'm like, you have to understand like what you need to do to go into that next level.
Yeah.
So, you're at that point right now where you're breaking into this next zone. So like, what do you see the best agents around you? And you've got some good agents on the Gold Coast there. Like, what are they doing every day? Like, what's setting them apart? Like, why are they winning?
I think it just, what sets them apart. I think time in the game is obviously important, and a lot of people get into the game and don't have that long time horizon. But those agents have been putting in that work from day dot 18, 20, 29 years. Like people get in and expect the result after a year, 2 years. And if they don't, they quit. So I think the best agents they know what's required. They do the daily tasks and they do it every day for a long period of time, and they're successful. And they build good relationships because as you know, you've got a great reputation and you've had a great reputation for a long time. Like in any industry, if you can do that, like I think that best agents are just doing the work every single day, having great relationships with people, doing a good job, and they've just they've kept that level of service and commitment and hunger for such a long time, and now they're dominating.
But I've been going to the gym for 2 weeks now, and I'm not shredded.
Tell me about it. Like that's what it's like, though. It is. They actually make like 50 cold calls, and they go like, "I haven't got a listing." It's like, the hell? Or like, I dropped 2,000 flyers. 2,000 flyers in a day, or you know what I mean? Like I think the level of work that's needed and what's required, and like you'll have the same as me. You're always thinking, I should be doing more, but the reality is like. I think the best agents just setting daily tasks and obviously delegating if needed, and then just being consistent doing it.
What's your associate's name?
Paris.
Paris?
Yeah, Kiwi girl.
Oh, good lady. Yeah, nice.
She's been on with me for
That's easy to remember.
That's good.
Ricky Agent and Paris. Yeah. Oh, my God. Dream team.
Watch out. Couple of Kiwis.
Yeah, never going to forget these guys, Good. So what's she doing every day?
Same. So I keep her day very simple as well. So she prospects in the morning. She has like certain connects that she's got to make. Helps me with all like if we're doing appointments, she'll get all my Form 6s and everything ready. And then afternoon, she just runs all the buyers we have and tries to match them to property, whether it's conjuncting with other agents, off market stock. And that is pretty much what she does.
And these are your buyers in offers, or are these buyers with houses to sell? Or?
Yeah, so these are buyers that are either come off open homes, have made offers on other properties, and she's just sort of trying to, create some opportunity with them in the back half of the day. Like whether it's with our stock, someone in our office, someone else.
Yeah.
So
hit those 5 buying calls, eh?
Yeah, man.
Those magic questions. You made any offers on it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're red hot. We've missed 2 auctions. What area?
So what stopped you from buying the property?
Exactly.
Oh, is it, someone else offered higher? Okay, no worries. And so if I found you that property again today, could you buy it?
Yeah, we're ready to go.
Oh, fantastic. And there's nothing stopping you from securing that home today if I put that offer in front of you right now, that amazing home? Yeah. Nothing stopping you? Yeah. No, we're good to go. All right. And what was that address? And I'll go out there and find it. And then you just get like your associates or your buyer managers, once they finish those calls, to go and prospect those styles of properties and leverage that buyer to get through the door. Oof.
Yeah. And if they like, again, with the, like, everyone's going to be different in their business, but I feel like for obviously Paris and her role, it's just purely to get me as many opportunities as I can. But in the first half of the day, it's the shit stuff. And the second half, it's a bit more fun. You know what I mean? Like trying to match buyers up and, really hunt for those deals, which is, dollar productive for me. And obviously her gives her a bit of a taste of sort of what's required.
Nice. So you're enjoying real estate?
Mate, love it. Love it. Yeah. Wouldn't think of a better career. So
yeah, nice.
Awesome.
And you've got a good culture in the office there, good vibe?
Yeah, good vibe. Like, it's a good community, good group of people. But like, as you know, real estate's a pretty lone sort of industry. So, sounds bad, but it is.
No, it is, especially on, like I said to my mum back in the day, I was like, I'm feeling a bit lonely actually. I'm always around people every day. You're in and out of people's houses, but like they're strangers still sometimes, until you get to know them, and sometimes your open homes, you just, it can feel a little bit lonely, can't it? So you do need a good vibe. You need a good team. You need a good culture. Yeah. And you guys are into your auctions?
Yeah, into auctions, big on auctions. And that's something that I've sort of lent into a lot more in the last 12 months. And, I just think it's the best way to get the seller the best price. And, if you can process the stock right and you do it well, it's, everyone's happy.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
Yeah, especially in that marketplace you're in there, Gold Coast.
Oh, yeah.
And those premium properties, they've got to go to auction.
Yeah, mate, they have to get the buyers in competition and, let's
have a crack.
Drive it, yeah.
Yeah. So your marketing is pretty on point.
Yeah.
So like, how do you stand out?
Yeah, it's a good question. Like, because at the end of the day, everyone, I guess, is the same. But I think it comes down to, you as a person and how you want to be, I guess, portrayed in the marketplace. Like, regardless if a listing was 500,000 or 3 million, I try market it the same way. So, very like high quality, because then, my owners know that they're going to get a high quality of marketing from me. And at the end of the day, our job is to get as many eyeballs on the property, market the property effective to as many people as we can, get them into a room for auction competition and drive the price up. And then that's when we can negotiate. So
let's play out some scenarios.
Yep.
Let's say I'm a seller, and I'm like, I want to go with you, Ricky. All right, I want to go with you, but I got no marketing money. Like but I want to do that premium package that you've offered there. Like, what would you do?
Yeah, I'd just say, and like I understand, and the good thing is you don't have to pay for the marketing up front. You can pay for marketing at settlement.
Yeah.
Would you be open to that?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Marketing at settlement. Let's sign it up. Let's get on the market and get
Awesome.
Right.
If they said, well, I don't want to pay for it at settlement,
Yep.
but I still want all of the premier stuff,
Yep.
What would you do then?
Yeah. So I'll weigh it up. I have like this Mercedes wheel of decision. Like, what's their motivation? Are they paying marketing? And so I'll weigh it up. If their motivation's high,
Yep.
Motivation's high, they don't want to pay marketing. I will sort of look at like, if I think I can sell it, which I'm pretty confident in auction I can, I'll take it on. If they're not motivated, they don't want to pay marketing, and they're overpriced, I'd really rethink what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I just always go back to that wheel of decision and make a call. So if it comes down to marketing, but they're motivated and they're priced right, I'll take it on.
Sick.
And back myself.
Yep.
But if they're not, I'll obviously make a decision.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice. And let's keep playing this game. That's a fun one. So let's just say now they were like, all right, keen to do business with you, but I don't want to do the premier ad. I just want to do a basic ad.
Yep.
What would you do?
Yeah, I'd say, guys, like I understand like cost is important to you, but at the end of the day, a marketing package is an investment on your property. Like, we're going to get to auction day, and I don't know about you, Josh, but if I got to auction day and I know we haven't, we haven't unturned every stone and we've left things back, like we haven't invested in digital marketing and we haven't invested in the top premier ad, when we get to auction day, that's all we're going to be thinking.
Yeah.
So I think you're best to do everything properly.
Yeah. And
then we get to auction day, we know there's been no stone unturned, and we've got the best opportunity to get the best price.
Yeah, cool. And what if I don't like auctions? Like say like I'm happy to go with you, and I know you want to do an auction here, but I just don't want to do an auction.
Yeah, and then I normally give like I'd do I'd sort of read the play. So if they were like, because people don't like auction, as you know.
Yeah.
So I try always give them like a third party story of why auction is important and like how we are competition creators, and that's what we do. So if they're like to me, we don't want to auction, I'd, again, just acknowledge, like, I understand, like, is there a reason you don't want to do auction?
Mm-hmm.
Depending on what they say, we had a bad experience with the agent. Okay, what was a bad experience? Like, why was it a bad experience? We got there and we were getting offers lower and we got to auction and we couldn't sell and the pressure was on.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I understand, in the day, you get to make the decision.
Yeah.
That wasn't with me.
Yeah.
My job is to get you the most amount of money. I believe auction process is the way to go, but I'm also happy to, if you like private treaty, we can go private treaty. I don't want to lose the business. Yeah. I'd still sign it up.
Yep.
Then I would obviously have that conversation and really push hard, because I don't want to be butting heads at the table. Like, auction. They're like, private treaty.
Yeah.
So I'd acknowledge it, sort of just flake around, say, hey, I'm happy to do whatever you guys want.
Yep. Yeah.
Get it listed. Then I'd have that conversation after. And then, because now they've signed, the conversation's more relaxed.
Yep.
Like, hey, Josh, like, this is what I think and why.
Yeah.
And then if they're like really against it, then we can look at their option.
Definitely. Yeah, you don't want to be having any dramas at a listing presentation.
No way.
No battles.
I had an
argument. Oh, disaster.
Disaster. What it was. Yeah. It was, I went in there and it was off the back of that big sale, and I was, confident and, going in, and I pitched for the business, and I was on. I could tell I was on, and it come to commission. They asked if I was negotiable on my commission, and I held firm and I said no. I said, at the end of the day, I said, if an agent's willing to negotiate their commission with you on the kitchen table, like, imagine what they're going to do with your property.
Yeah.
And then she asked me again. I'm like, no, like, this is not going to happen. And I couldn't sign up on the spot. I walked out and I was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
And guess what happened? Listed with someone who could do, cheaper comm, cheaper marketing. So, it's just a lesson I learned. I should have,
because it was just one question there, like, could have solved that problem.
100%.
So, like, it sounds like you want to list your house with me.
Mm.
Is that where your head's at right now?
Exactly.
So you're saying to me, you're happy with everything that I'm doing, if I do you a deal on the commission right now, you're going to sign with me right now? Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
All right, let's do a deal.
Yeah.
What's the deal?
Exactly. Yeah, 2.2.
Bang, put a straight back on them. Okay, well, 100%. The difference between what I'm asking for at 3% and 2.2 on $1 million sale is $8,000. Okay, you got to make a decision right now. If you think I'm an $8,000 negotiator, better than Joe Bloggs that came through before, who couldn't even advertise his, But then you get into that, So like I see so many, and I used to do it all the time, like you think like maybe that's what they want, but you're like, I'm happy to do a deal, I'm happy to commit to something, but you need to commit first. If you get them committed first, then let's do a deal. Exactly. Like I'm happy to walk out of here with a couple of $1,000 less when I sell the property if I've secured the listing. 25,000 is better than 0,000.
So true. And that's that you can't butt head. Like as everyone knows, you've really got to adapt on the spot. And sometimes you just forget, and then as soon as you leave, you're like, I just left. Like exactly. I should have just been like, that's cool. So if we do a deal right now, you're happy to sign Form 6.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we would have. And like they said to me after, like we would have. Yeah. But we felt like you were so strong. Yeah. And so confident on your comm that you were budging. I thought to myself, what a mistake.
I had this one little old lady this one time, and she's just like had the full sick listing presentation. I was just like, I was about to do exactly what you did there, and I was just like, I was about to get into it with her, like why I'm worth more money, why like I deserve my commission, all this stuff. And I said, what are the other agents offering? And she said, 2.8, and I was just like, so if I do your 2.8 right now, will you move forward? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, deal.
Yeah, fuck.
I was about to have a full drama with this lady over like 0.1%.
I remember, and this only happened last week, so it's fresh in mind. I remember even like saying to her, like, if you want a cheap agent, I could call 3 other agents that will list your property at 1.5%. You need a 1.5% result. They'll walk out, no Form 6. Sign was selling out, less comm, less market. And I was like, rookie mistake. Like I should have, I know I could have closed that deal, but it must have just like in the time I was just like, thinking, this is why. And then,
you do. You get caught up, don't you?
I couldn't believe it.
Sometimes, it's good to slow down and chill out. That definitely would provide a lot of value to the audience watching this. So, no, I'm glad you've come on. So, like, where you're at right now, like, what's your goals? Like, what's your plans? Like, what do you want to do?
Yeah, I want to keep it very simple. Like, I'm not shy to say it. Like, I want to be one of the best in the Gold Coast.
Nice.
So how does that look? I just need to list and sell as many properties as I can, and just do the daily work, and it will come.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, well, the pressure's out there now, bro.
Watch out. Oh, shit. No, I think it's good. You have some accountability, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
No one likes to stay accountable. They love to sort of talk about it and say what they're going to do, but then back it up with some hard work. Yeah, no, well, look, I really appreciate you coming in today. Thanks. This has been an awesome podcast. And add Ricky on Instagram, Ricky Agent. Pick him out. And I better see some follows. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks, bro.